Hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. All right, Taurus. So I think that you're wanting to poof somebody out of your life right now. So from shadows and light, voodoo and blue, back off. And then from E, abracadabra. Now, voodoo and blue is saying that you need someone to back the hell off right now and give you some space. It's like they're trying to drain you and irritate you, push your buttons. They may be wanting too much from you. But it's really, you wanting them to go the hell away right now. Now, abracadabra, it says that Aladdin's not the only one with three wishes. You too have a magical lamp that can summon all you desire to your doorstep. It's a simple matter of making a clear intention and letting go of any fool notion that you have to wait for the genie. You are the magic. So it's really about you making that magic happen for you. But like I said, here's your overall for the week. Wow. And it's funny because it was the same kind of theme, though, for Libra, I felt like, where they just needed somebody to, like, go away. Like, they didn't want to be bothered. And you, too, have temperance as the overall. Moderation, balance, patience, being patient with the situation right now, though, too. And I feel like waiting, though, for you. In the past, the Page of Pentacles. So, some of you maybe like in the spot where, it's not like the Hangman here, but I feel like you're patiently waiting, but then at the same time, like needing to get a little bit better balance when it comes to wanting to get something going. With the Page of Pentacles as the past coming through, this is really about getting something started, getting something going here, making something a real possibility, and willing to put in, the hard work and the effort to make it happen. But wanting to get something started. Yeah, in the present, the Four of Wands. So, and that's perfect. Getting to a place where you start to see stability, right? And celebration comes up with this too. But I feel like for you, it's getting to a spot where you start to see results, especially if you've been working toward getting something started, which is great. But the Four of Wands, like commitment shows up for me with that one, building a life with somebody, building a home. But it is about reaching the milestone and feeling like you've gotten to a place where you feel like you've accomplished something here. Okay. Future conditions, the Queen of Swords. And it's funny because, that tends to show up a lot for Taurus. And I see that as you, especially if you're a female. So if you're a female Taurus, right, like, you're not messing around, right? You're getting straight to the point here. You may be a little bit harsh, a little bit brutal with what you're communicating, but like with temperance being there, I have to wonder if you're like trying to find that, patience with a situation or with a person, because we could definitely be talking about a person and I don't know, like I'm feeling more so that you're pushed to a spot where there is a need for you to like be brutally honest about something though. And it worries me a little bit, like I'm waiting to see what's going on in your environment because you're looking at stability right now in the present moment that you've been trying to get going here. You feel like you've reached a good spot. But why are we like cut off and cold and being distant and like being brutal and direct? Okay, so your best path to follow, the Ace of Pentacles. And yeah, and you're already coming in with wanting to get this going. Which makes me wonder if somebody isn't like delaying what you're trying to work for. Because the Ace of Pentacles in like I'm seeing this a lot for everybody, it seems like. Everybody is dealing with a new opportunity. It's either from the past coming through, or it's coming out in the outcome, or it's the best path to follow, meaning that you need to make the most of it. But you're already there. You know, like you already have been like trying to make this happen. You know? And it makes me feel like there may be a delay on this. And I think that you get to a point where it's like something may be blocking it. Something or someone. But it's like you need to continue. You need to continue with this because there's an opportunity here for you to have something long-lasting and sustainable, right? It's realistic. And it's about continued growth. But like I said, with temperance being there, it's like you're having to be patient with this. Wow, in your environment, the Empress. Yeah, wow. Now, with the Empress being in your environment, definitely you're talking about you, for sure, the Taurus. Being comfortable, having all this abundance around you, but what I worry about is why are you moving into this place with the Queen of Swords? You know? The Empress, like I said before, she is about indulging in the physical senses, right? Now, definitely you could be dealing with a person in your environment, you know. This could be about wanting to build a life with somebody possibly here. You know, or build a better relationship with. But I don't know. I feel more so like this is you. You know? Happy, abundant, indulging in really beautiful things. You know, being grounded, in tune with yourself and with nature, right? All those beautiful things there with the Empress and bringing things to life. But I don't know. Like, I'm still getting like, as something is affecting this stability. Because why would you be moving into a place where you're being this cold and this direct, right? Now, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. You may have somebody in your environment, but this is, you know, what's coming up because of it, you know? And like I said, looking back at temperance, it's like you're like trying to be patient with this. Okay. Your hopes and your fears, the Three of Cups. You know, and it's funny because none of these are bad cards, but what I'm worried about here is the position that it's in. So you may have like a person that may be causing some issues, possibly. You know, and again, the only reason why I say that is because of the Queen of Swords. It's almost like you need to like be like brutally honest and direct with a person here, and there may be like a fear of them causing some problems. You know, it would have been different if anything else other than temperance would have been here. Because, like, you know, and then looking at the Oracle cards again, too, it's like needing somebody to just go away now, because I'm wanting to work on this, you know. And you could definitely have, like, another female in your space. For some of you. But, you know, the Three of Cups, it is about celebrating. I mean, it's there, right? And, like, celebrating that accomplishment. But I don't know, this is off-putting, and then not only that, but this. Because you're being asked to continue to make the most of this, but you're already coming in through this. So then, you know, what's stopping this? Or why is it that you need to, like, persist and make the most of this? If you're looking at stability and reaching, like, a milestone here, maybe because you have somebody in your space that you, like, need to be direct with. You know, because you're trying to be comfortable and you're trying to be happy and you're trying to be in a place of stability and security. And, like, this could be work, relationships, whatever. But I don't know. Like, this is off-putting to me. And there you are with the Hierophant. Sorry, I'm shedding. So coming out, the Hierophant. Commitment. You know, and education, though, shows up with these two for sure. right? I had a feeling. I think that some of you may be having a little bit of anxiety surrounding like a person that may be like in your space and maybe affecting your comfort and your stability. And like I said, the only reason why I say that is because of the Nine of Swords, and you're asked to be like patient with this. But we're looking at like a major commitment here, right? Wanting to make a commitment, wanting like something that's going to be stable, like seriously. Now with the Six of Wands, we could definitely be talking about, you getting victory over whatever difficulties you may have been facing in getting to this point, for sure. But when we're talking about like recognition and attention, I worry about where that is because of, another person being around. But with the star, right, hope and healing, and then not only that, but seeing what you want. Like, I feel like you're reaching your goals here, which is great. But the problem is with the Nine of Swords, I think that there's some anxiety and maybe some fears that you may be like overthinking right now. But it's only because I feel like you're needing to be really harsh and direct with somebody. Because, like I said, I feel like something's coming through that's maybe like threatening this security and this stability and like needing them to go away. Because, and like I said, you're already coming into this wanting to get something started. There is a level of stability, but you're being asked to continue to make the most of this. But you're already doing this, but why? Continue to do this regardless of the fact that there may be somebody around that they may be causing some issues. Because otherwise you wouldn't have like anxieties and fears around a commitment, because that's what I feel like with the Hierophant. Somebody that might be coming in and like disrupting that comfort and that stability for you. But like, it's still there though. But I think that you're going to have to be like really direct with what you're expecting in terms of a commitment. But then also I do think that some of you are needing to speak up and tell somebody how it is. Like, look, you're going to have to back the hell off now. That, or you may be like trying to be patient and balanced when it comes to waiting for somebody else to do this though too. All right. Taurus, man, you've got some shit going on. All right. So now as far as those of you who are single, release your ex. You gotta release it, but I think that you may be getting involved in it. This is really about somebody who is like really wanting to live out this passion, but like you shouldn't be. Like, I don't feel like it's a good thing because of you needing to release it and needing somebody to go away and stop maybe like tempting you. But there is passion there. And somebody like full on wanting to like express this or get involved with this, but I feel like there's hesitation though too. But I worry about, it's not like the devil, but it's like temptation. But it may be because there's a lot of like feelings around that. But then again, when you're looking at the Page of Wands, it's one of those energies where there isn't a lot of like long-term commitment happening there. So, but like I feel like some of you may be tempted to indulge in this. Now, oh crap. So, with romantic feelings, if you are in a relationship and you're looking at the Lovers with this deck, it's really about, are you going to go with this temptation, which may be coming in the form of an ex, or are you going to go with what you know is the best choice for you, right? Like, you may be feeling romantic towards somebody that's like all out there and like putting themselves in front of you, and you may be wanting to like test the waters, so to speak. I worry about that a little bit, Taurus. I mean, And I've said this before, but this is different though. So, like, when it comes to shit happening, it happens for a reason. But the problem is when you're looking at the lovers in this deck, it's not really anything, again, that's going to be long lasting for you no matter which way you go. So if you are in a relationship where you feel comfortable, I think maybe somebody does need to go the hell away, before you end up doing something that you may regret. And that's only for some of you. But damn, Taurus. And, I go back to temperance, and I think it's no wonder why there needs to be, like, a little bit better balance going on with you. But I do think that there may be an issue as far as, like, people and you needing to be, like, direct in the fact that maybe they need to go away now. All right, Taurus, somebody needs to go the hell away. And I think you're wanting to go poof, be gone. Like, seriously, you're coming into this with the Page of Pentacles, which to me is saying that you're working on trying to get something started. But yet your best path to follow is the Ace, which is like, okay, well, why? I mean, you're already working at this. Why is the advice that you need to continue to make the most of it? Well, it may be because there may be somebody in your space affecting your stability. And the reason why I say that is because of the Queen of Swords. You don't move from the Empress to that if everything is okay, right? So I feel like you may have somebody in your space that may be like trying to upset that stability. Because again, you have hopes and fears surrounding the Three of Cups. Oh boy, Taurus. And then with temperance, like, I think that you're being patient with the situation. Now, that may be because, you're wanting to continue this commitment and this stability. But you may be dealing with a situation where, you have people in your space. And it's like, instead of getting, like, really pissed off and upset, it's like you're trying to stay patient with this because you want that commitment. Now, as far as the clarifiers, the Six of Wands, we could be talking about, the attention of an outside person. But with the Star, right, it's like you're trying to fix that. But I think with the Nine of Swords, there's anxiety about it popping up again. And that may be why you're coming in as the Queen of Swords and being straight to the point here. But, like, I do think that the anxiety is going to be surrounding other people, creating, problems with your stability and what you're working for. I mean, it's still there. It's just that it's like just hitting a bump in the road. But it's because of other people. And it's no wonder why you're wanting to go poof, be gone, right? Now, as far as relationships, oh boy. Now, any other time that I would see, like, the Page of Wands, I would think, okay, because really this card is about going beyond appearances and getting caught up in the passion. But because you have released your ex, it makes me wonder here if, for some of you, it's just needing to get away from that. Now, the other thing, though, too, is you may have a new passion coming through, but you may be having problems as far as, like, still hanging on to your ex. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, romantic feelings, and the Lovers, with this deck, it becomes a question of, are you going to follow temptation, or are you going to stay where you should probably stay? But you wouldn't be having romantic feelings if you didn't have somebody in your space, right? But I would say to you, if you are in a commitment, especially, again, with these two, right, and things are stable as far as your relationships go, I would just say that, those people, as long as, you stay nice and balanced, they are not going to be a problem, but you need to be direct. And if you got to kick some ass, right? But I don't think it's going to get to that point, but I think that some of you may still have, like, anxiety surrounding it.